Yes, welcome back to yet another episode of Beizzo's Kiboozi. Now for this episode, I want to focus more on the future. What would your future person, what would your future self say if they were to meet you today? And the title of this episode is A Letter for My Future Self. You know, you realize that whether we want to be these inspirational guys and motivational guys or what, some things are facts. The things that you do today determine largely who you're going to be in the future, because they are all building blocks to who you become as a person. The direction you take today or the things you choose to do today directly influence how your life will turn out. But you see, regret is a voice of the future. You can never have regret if tomorrow has not yet reached. And the only way to avoid it is that you pack up today to be right. You know, the things that you hear in your mind, why didn't you act when you had the chance? Why didn't you take that step when you had to take the step? I've started to contemplate on this after having a very insightful meeting with one of my colleagues and friends, that personally I want to achieve what the people I see have made it in life now. I want to achieve what they have achieved in half the time. However, I have only one problem: execution. I am young, money and all that. I don't want to use those as excuses, but I want to put some reality to myself. However, that doesn't stop me from chasing my future self to be more comfortable, to be happier of the decisions that I made today. So the question would come back to you: if you were to meet your future self, do you think, if you are in a meeting or in a room, do you think your future self would thank you for the way you're living right now, or they will be very disappointed? Because remember, who you are in the future, or even your present right now, is based on the things that you did in the past. Personally, the things that I did, that the choices that I made are what I am today. I chose to do real estate. I'm in the real estate industry. I chose to start a podcast. I'm doing a podcast. I chose to do what. All that is the past. And the past is what makes the future. But the good thing is that the present can change the future. The past can't change the future, but the present can change the future. So it's more like understanding that what you're doing right now is what is going to influence the betterment of tomorrow. And whenever this thought sits in my head that probably your future self is just next door, or is clearing their throat when you make a mistake, they're like, this guy shouldn't do that. This guy shouldn't do that. This guy should at least move forward. This guy should at least take a step. This guy should do this. That thought shakes me, because regret does not hit us at once. It hits us in slow beats. You be wondering, what could I have done right? What did I miss? It doesn't come all at once. It comes slowly. So meaning the pain is for a long time. the same goes to all the things we live in, a holistic living of a person. Whatever you do, be it your health, be it the money, be it the relationships, be it your dreams, how you approach them today determines how everything in the future will look like. So for your health, probably it would be, did you rest? Did you work out? Did you do anything to see that you had good health? To see that, because health is the most important thing in life, truthfully. If you're very healthy, you are going to, first of all, live a bit longer. Naturally, you're going to live a bit longer. And your current person right now is what determines how this whole health journey of yours would be. Even money, whether you choose to invest, to save, or have financial literacy, these are things that you do today that benefit tomorrow. When you save money, definitely you are saving it for tomorrow. You're keeping money aside for tomorrow. When you invest it, returns come after a given period of time. And if you learn, because financial literacy to me is one of the most important things any man can do, or any human being can do. As long as you know how to handle money, your success, whatever they call it, the success equation would be halfway done. The next thing would be to work. So whether you saved, invested, or learned, it will affect your future. Even if you wasted all the money, you spent the money trying to impress people, you spent the money on useless things, it's all going to affect the future. In your relationships, the love that you protected, the kind of friendships that you kept around you, your future self will ask you, why did you keep this person? Why did you leave this person to go? Or how whatever lonely person you would be in the future because you didn't choose right your friends, you are not very intentional about choosing friends or the people around you, because the company that you have influences who you become as a person. The Bible says that bad company corrupts morals, and that's very true. That's something you should think about. So the people that you have around you do matter a lot on who your future self will be. They are your exposure. They are how big your mind will go, how far your mind will go in life is based on the people you're exposed to. Your dreams, the biggest question will be, why didn't you try out? Why didn't you do what you had to do to make us reach a better life, to make us have a better life? So, personally, I would say that practically, if you're to approach life in a better way, the first thing is health. A sick body does not enjoy success. That's something you should know. A sick body does not enjoy success. You need to rest. You need to be well rested. However much you need to hustle, you need to be well rested. You need to be mentally okay, because that's how you make the money. That's how you enjoy the success. That's how you enjoy all this that you've struggled for in your 20s, in your 30s. Yeah, I believe by 30, man, if you've been listening to my podcast or what, or trying to go the route of self-development, I believe by 30 something should have stuck and you're already doing something for your life. Then if you saved or invested, man, it benefits in the future, most especially investing, because the money will be bigger. And keeping a learning mentality. People say that we are always learning, but I would say not everyone is always learning. Some people are just going through, they're just passing through the life. They're just living. Sweet. You see them fall in the same trap year in, year out. Why? Because they're not learning. For someone to say that they have learned, they shouldn't have the same mistakes. They shouldn't really be doing the same, falling in the same issues, because that's how you say you've learned. That's how we see whether you've learned. And the other thing would be choosing your people very well. You need to choose people very well, because at the end of the day, that's what matters. The people around you are going to help you proceed forward. They're going to help you move faster. So generally, that's all I can say about this. But your future self wants to be very proud of what you're doing right now, and so you need to see that you do the best you can do. Ensure that your future is secured. Drop off the bad habits, drop off the slacking, put your health in check, save some money, invest some money, learn a few things here and there, a skill that your future self would want to enjoy. Because time is limited. And the funny bit is that we know that time is limited, but we don't know when your time will run out. So the best bet is to live the present as though you've already achieved the future. Meaning, live your life to the maximum. Be present. Be the person that wouldn't regret your life, wouldn't regret the way you lived. Otherwise, that is it for this episode. Keep it at Beizzo Kiboozi. If you love this episode, please share it with your friends, family, and those that have never listened to Beizzo Kiboozi. Otherwise, I want to say goodbye to you and have a great week. Let this Monday be the one that your future self is proud that you listened to this episode. Otherwise, thank you for listening. See you soon.